Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Addison, and today I'm going to go over the what I like to call. Gosh, it doesn't really have a name. It's basically all this stuff that you've been seeing coming out through probably the last 4 or 5 years. There's just a lot of different aspects of it, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Donald Trump got elected in 2016 to be the 45th president of the United States. Everybody knows that. One of the biggest polarizing, one of the biggest polarizing times of our lives. Yeah, I'm 35 now. Um, Very polarizing figure. I have no idea what that was. But, alright, so right off the bat, you could tell that certain news outlets were very anti Trump, very against him, would very much cut his words, cut his, his topics. Like, cut his words in the fact of, like, they would take certain parts out, so it would take it would take everything out of context. And we saw that time and time again. The Russian collusion, aka the Russian hoax, just a lot of things that Trump actually said were correct. It's kind of like Alex Jones. The reason they fear him so much is because they know he's right. And, he's been right about a lot of things. So we go from, 2016 to 2020, and we see a lot of just anti-Trump, anti-Trump. A lot of people that weren't even dealing with the stuff really got into it, and it became it was so divided. But it was all made. It was a lot of it was media driven. I think if the media had given him a fair and honest approach, then we wouldn't have seen any of these problems. But the media and the Democrat Party put out such a foul message about him. Now, I do agree with some people that, Trump might be a little bombastic or whatever, but I'm not asking the dude to come out to dinner. Okay? I'm not asking him to come out to dinner, and I'm not asking him to do any of these things. I'm asking him to lead the country, which I think he did very well. So, like I said before, the media coverage is so negative. Then you got Anthony Fauci claiming, for somehow he knew that there was going to be a pandemic before the end of Trump's term, which makes everyone wonder what was up with that. But it's like this absolute need to cover up anything like pro Trump or like something that he admitted, like the hydroxychloroquine and all these things. I've personally seen Biden make mistake after mistake, and the media just froths over this guy. And I will admit that Fox News. I don't even watch Fox News. Okay, I don't. I their news is good. It's just like they just pick and choose stories. But unfortunately, a lot of these outlets now they just became like opinion pieces. Unfortunately, the fall of the newspaper has really been detrimental to journalism. But has it? Because now you have more opinion. But I think a local newspaper is good in the fact you can figure out what's going on in your local community. Unfortunately, the last couple of years we've seen that um, more nationwide news and more like just a lot of big money players have bought a lot of the media and are switching the narrative. Uh, and you see that a lot. You saw it a lot, like I said, with the Trump thing. So we've got two. The economy's going good. The economy's going good, and Trump had done some. He was really hard on China. Really hard on China. A lot harder than any other president was, and he's pretty hard on Russia. He wasn't friends with these people. He just basically was trying to be democratic and talk to people and see where but really he was right when he said America first, and that's how every country leader is. That's how every country is. They think about their people first, and then they do everything else. I think that we're a very caring nation. I do think we've made mistakes, and but unfortunately nowadays I feel like we're getting farther and farther away from what we're supposed to be as Americans, and we're becoming more so divided. And like I said earlier, it's the media. It's a lot of the media, the mainstream media. I was talking to a professor one time, and I had this book that he's a journalism guy, and he was saying that there isn't a mainstream media, but I don't, I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that because there is a mainstream media since the advent of the TV and the advent of the internet, there has been a mainstream. So because you turn on the TV, you don't see everyone there. I guess you can in a sense of like, I guess you can in a sense of YouTube, but whatever. But so 2009, like I said, the election, 2019 was election season. All was it at the end of 2019? Economy was going great. Economy was going great. Everything was going great. Then all of a sudden, what I think, here's my personal opinion. I think that the Chinese government purposely released this virus to make Trump look bad, give him kind of like a negative mark, because when the economy is rolling well, all that other stuff kind of goes away. If money's going good, money's coming in, everybody's taken care of, a lot of low unemployment numbers, which is what happened. A lot of peace deals in the Middle East. As you noticed, when Biden got elected, a lot of this stuff started breaking down again, which Democrats break shit down, let's get real. And Republicans are little bitches. So it gets on my nerves tremendously. The only reason I voted for Trump because he wasn't one of these people. He was a freaking dude that wasn't a politician, for one, and two, wasn't so fake that he couldn't stand it. I see a lot of people all the time saying they want real people, but when they get real people, they don't want real people. And then you get these false bullshit ass apologies that don't mean anything. It's all because people are fake. That's just all it is. I mean, people are fake as crap. But I think it was released. A lot of people argue the fact of it was it released purposely. I believe so. There's also another. I heard a guy earlier talking about why would they do it on their own people, because they got a lot of people and they don't value life like we do. It's just the way it is, man. It's all about the party first, and that's it. So they don't care about that stuff. So, they lose a couple people, but they wipe out a bunch of people. Boom. You're starting to see all this come out now. After Joe Biden got elected. By the way, that whole election was fraud all over the place, and I don't care what anybody says. They're starting to get stuff in New Hampshire now. They're saying the machines were fucked up. They're starting to get stuff in was it Arizona? They knew the ballots were fucked up. It was all crazy because it was all like they had a reason. They had a reason to do the election like they did because of the coronavirus, and it was all a ploy just to make Trump's administration look bad and get Biden elected. There's no way on this planet you'll ever convince me that Joe Biden got 80 million votes. Just won't. It's impossible, and I don't believe it. Trump got more votes than any other sitting president in the history of the nation, but he still lost. And he was sitting president. So there's a lot of things, if you really go into it and really study it. You got to come at it from a broad view, because we looked at this Russia shit for years. And now that Biden's in office, a lot of these weird, these hacks and stuff like that. You got your, first you got the Colonial Pipeline got hit. And, and then you got the beef, the factories got hit. It makes you wonder, hopefully not, but it makes you wonder what's going on. It makes you wonder if there's another one going to hit soon. And also another thing, I think that this is all a ploy. This is all a ploy. It's all inside job. There's no way you can... Dude, Biden's so corrupt, I don't know how he gets in his pants in the morning. He has to get a court script. That's how corrupt this guy is. His son's corrupt. The whole Biden family is corrupt. It's so obvious the Democrat Party's corrupt. That's the party of racism. That's the party of all these things. But they blast it out, and they project their ideology on everyone else to make them feel bad. So then they succumb, and then they're all in on it. It's weird, man. If I had to suggest one thing, I would definitely tell y'all to get to Alex Jones. Listen to him a little bit. Listen to Mark Levin. Listen to Tim Pool. Listen to Crowder. Listen to all these people. I also listen to Jimmy Dore. I listen to a lot of these people. And they go through it. I'm more of a, I don't know, independent, libertarian type. Leave me the fuck alone. I'll leave you alone. But some of these ideologies, like anarchy and stuff, I don't think they would ever actually take practice. I don't think they could actually ever be established in real world settings, unless it was a smaller commune, like Tim Pool says. If it was a smaller commune, then it could work, because then you have a group of people that have a mindset of doing what's better for the people. Once you start getting a lot of people in there, everyone knows that once you start getting a lot of people around each other, once you start getting a lot of people, things start breaking down. You know, people are just too much. A person isn't bad, but when you get a group of people, it becomes bad because then you get mob rule and all these other things, and it can become scary. And unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of that now, guys. I think that I hope everything gets better. You know, I hope, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I'll come back to y'all with another video later on. Thank you.